Hi there, time for another stream. Well, I thought I'd do one more in the balloon series with this Wookie. So what I'm going to do this time is I'm going to get the Wookie to let go of a balloon and have the balloon fly away. Now, this one's a little bit trickier and it's using one of the new features, but it should be cool. Now, we'll see how well we go. Okay. So the first thing we need to do is we've got to restructure the puppet a bit. So we're going to edit him. And what we need to do is we need to have another group with the puppet, the Wookie, separate to the group with the balloon, because they should be able to move away from each other independently. And so the way we're going to do that is by creating a new group and going to call it parts, because I don't know what else to call it. And then Chewie's going to go underneath it, and the balloon's going to go underneath it. So the balloon is now into parts and Chewie's now into the parts, so they're siblings to each other. And let's just try a first step. So it's going to save that and come back over here. Unfortunately, it's going to lose all our rigging. It's going to have to redo Chewie. So I'm just going to cheat a little bit. I'm going to put a draggable on his hand. I'm going to put a little bit of a stick here, a bit of a stick here, one across his shoulders, one down the other arm. We're going to improve this a little bit later on. And then the balloon, we're going to set the origin down to be the bottom there. There's Chewie's origin. We're going to set Chewie to his belly button. It's usually good to make it the belly button, the origin. Cool. So that's all normal at the moment. What we're going to also do, though, is make the balloon dynamic and put collide on it as well. What this means is it can, dynamic means it can move around independently, and collide means it's going to bounce off other things. You don't really need collide for this one. Now up here you might notice the attach style is now free, which is good. Look at Chewie. I'm going to make him free as well, because he's got nothing to do with parts really. There's just a wrapper to hold both of them in. What else do we need to do? Let's just start with this, see what happens for a moment. Oops, wrong scene. Excuse me. Okay, so now we don't have all the sticks and everything going, but we've got the Wookie and we've got the balloon, and they're independent to each other now. So moving the Wookie is not moving the puppet. So that was just the first step. So what we're going to do now is on this draggable, we're going to stick the magnet flag. And then on the balloon, we're going to put a handle. Let's zoom it a bit. Put a handle. And also going to stick the magnet on it. But the balloon, if you remember, was going to be dynamic and collide. So let's see what happens now. It's having a little bit of effect, but not much. So I think what we need to do is to go to the root and add a new magnets behavior. And for this, where's magnets? Here we go. I'm going to make the strength as 100, and you see that it's got the magnet in balloons and it's got the magnet on Chewy. And I've set the strength to 100. The range is 44, it's reasonably big. Let's see what happens now. The puppet might be a little bit high. Refresh. I'm just a little bit worried because the balloon's starting off the edge of the screen. So what I'm going to do, just start the scene a bit lower. Then we're going to move the puppet. Here we go, it's a bit better. So what was happening is the balloon was off the edge of the screen, and I've actually got, I haven't told you yet, but I've got collision on the side of the screen, so it was getting stuck. So okay. So you see now, we can move him around, and the balloon is stuck to his hand. But this time, it's stuck because there's a magnet there. Whoops. Which is what we're after. Okay, so now what we want to do is to be able to stop that magnet. Now, there's probably some things like go back into the rigging mode. Let's move around in here. Okay, got the balloon. Just checking some of the things like the physics and so forth. So I've set global physics up here. Oh, we've got two magnets. Didn't mean to do that. Must have had one lying around from before. Okay, so there's the one magnet now. Let's make sure that still works. Good. And we've got some physics here. So we've set the gravity direction still going up, and I've got a little bit of wind going, blowing the balloon to the side, just a bit of movement. Let's just get rid of that. So I've just turned the wind off. Now, move them around. Notice that the balloon, because I've got to collide with the side, the balloon's actually bouncing off the side. So there's actually a setting, bounce off side seams. If you unclick that, oops, you can then take the balloon off the edge. To me, that just stops the balloon from going crazy location. So I'm going to have it bouncing off the sides. Okay, that was under physics, by the way, the bounce off sides. So the question then is how to make the Wookie let go of the balloon, because it's got magnets stuck there. And the answer is, I'm going to reduce gravity strength a little bit. Just trying to see if there's some way to make that balloon stop ticking, docking. Starts off like that. Okay, unfortunately, if you put a dangle on it, it doesn't work, which is a real pity. It actually disables the magnets. So it seems to be the new feature doesn't seem to work with dangles at the moment. Hopefully they'll fix that in the future. Okay, so the next thing I want to do then is we're going to do a bit more rigging, because we've got the balloon working, it's attached to the hand, but we don't know how to let go of it. So what we're going to do now is we're actually going to introduce some more sublayers. I'm going to create a new group. We're going to call it hand. It's going to go underneath Chewy. And inside that group, we're going to create two layers. So the hand's got two layers under it. We're actually not going to put any artwork in the layers, we're just cheating. So one is going to say holding, and the other one's going to be releasing. I'm going to save that away. I don't know if they need to be all independent, but stuck pluses on them anyway. Go back over to character animator, and what we're going to do is on Chewy before, I'm going to take the magnet off the hand up here, so there's no longer a magnet there, so if we start moving him around, oh, you can see the balloon's gone. We can't grab it anymore because there's no magnet on our hand anymore. And reduce the gravity a little bit so it should drift up slower. See, now it's going a bit slower. Let's make it really slow. This button down here is a refresh. It refreshes all the things. So what we're going to have to do is grab it. Okay, so I'm going to keep going. And what we're going to do is in the rigging, holding, we're going to put a handle and put the magnet on the holding. So what that's going to do is down here we've got it, but the releasing is not going to have a handle on it. And we're going to hide the releasing. Actually, we should have done that over here. Hide it and save it. So if we reload, the releasing is hidden. And if we come up to hand, we're going to create what we call a swap set. And what the swap set does is over here in this triggers panel is it'll display one or the other. Now holding is marked as a default, which is great. And then for the releasing, we're going to put a key trigger on it. I'm going to type in the letter R. So now if I hit R, it'll swap the hand. It'll get rid of the holding and it'll display the releasing one, which doesn't have the magnet. Well, that's the theory. Let's see how we go. And so we've got it, and he's holding onto it. It's all good. Not much gravity anymore, that's why it's not moving around very much. And if we hit R, it goes off. But we can re-grab it again. So while I'm holding down the R, I can't grab it, and I let go of the R, and I can grab it. Increase that strength a little bit. R to let go to grab. And that's why I was having it bouncing off the sides, is because otherwise the balloon would go way off the screen and I could never get it back. And that's a little example. And the only problem I've got is, can I stop that thing bouncing so much? That's rather annoying. So I'm going to try that for a little bit. Increase that. And you can see I'm just at the moment. Let's increasing and decreasing makes no difference. It doesn't seem to make any difference. Wait. Doesn't seem to make any difference. Bounciness. Oh, this one's making a difference. Okay. So the return strength is the one I wanted. gravity strength is often around 10%. That return strength is going to load a little bit more. That's the thing that stops it, is return strength under collision. Yeah. And hit R. But why isn't it going up anymore? So return strength stops that. Oh, that's rather confusing. Okay. Well, not sure how useful that is, because as soon as you start moving, you start tick-tocking. But at least showing you that you can release things with the magnets, this new magnet facility. But what I was hoping was that I could use a dangle on it. But I'll just show you quickly. If I come in here, and hopefully it'd be wonderful to prove me wrong, but if I click on the balloon and I put a dangle on the balloon, which we used to have before, go into record mode, the magnet no longer works, doesn't stick, which is a pity. Anyway, I hope you found that one a bit useful. It's just an example of trying to use of dangles, the rather of magnets to where you can hold and let go of a balloon, but unfortunately it well, it does work. It's not perfect because you get this swaying backs and forwards of the balloon, so I think they might need to do a little bit more work there. Oh well, the guys at Adobe, they needed some work to do anyway, didn't they? Okay, till next time. See ya.